going strong and true. He's better off without me, so don't tell him I was here. But mister, I just had to say to you, thank you for loving my son. I know he thought I abandoned him. It's good to know he's got someone. Thank you for loving my son. And you said you're welcome. He unlocked that screen door. They shook hands and he turned and walked away. Must have walked for hours, then he stopped into a church. He prayed, and in his heart heard a voice say, thank you for loving my son. I know he thought I abandoned him. It's good to know he's got someone. Thank you for loving my son. Thank you for loving my son. Thank you. It's great to be back in Schwenksville. I've been all over the country the last few months, and like Gene said, last month we were together in Okemah, Oklahoma, the birthplace of Woody Guthrie. And the Guthrie family did something special. They had a presentation from the Woody archives. You got to see pictures that nobody'd seen before, and you got to see, lyrics and songs. And they even had, apparently Woody invented the first podcast because he had a reel-to-reel tape recorder, and he used to just talk into it all the time. And he gave this tutorial about how to play the harmonica, and he said it's real easy to play the harmonica. All you got to do is read really carefully, read the instructions, and then do exactly the opposite of what they tell you. So they want you to have the low notes on the left side, so you put the low notes on the right side, and the high notes will be on the left side. And then when it says to suck, you got to blow, and when it says to blow, you got to suck. And you hear this little voice, this angelic little voice. He calls up, Daddy, I want to play the harmonica. Woody says, you want to play the harmonica, Arlo? He says, yeah, Daddy, I want to play it. And so you hear the first ever Arlo Guthrie harmonica solo. And it's amazing because he hasn't really gotten that much better. But one of the things that I loved was seeing newspaper articles that had inspired songs of Woody's, and it's in that spirit I'd like to offer this next song. The chorus of this song consists entirely of a headline from the Delaware News Journal that I opened one morning. At Hardin Place on Jersey Road, just over the state line, smoke and fire filled the sky long about supper time. He dialed 911, then John Hardin soaked a towel with water and ran into where he'd heard his two dogs howl. Dog dies, man hurt, his chicken house burns. Wet towel on his head, John Hardin entered hell and stood where flames feasted on years of chicken dropping and dry wood. While over in the corner, Buck and Luther cringed and bayed. Buck came when John called him, but old Luther disobeyed. Dog dies, man hurt, his chicken house burns. John tried to get to Luther, but infernos intervened. Years won't take away the things that bloodshot eyes have seen. When he tells his story, those who love dogs understand the catching old John's whisper and the burns on old John's head. Dog dies, man hurt, this chicken house burns. No chickens were injured in the writing of this song. The coop was used for storage, all the feathered tenants gone. No sign of cause or origin, the fire marshal said. And in the next day's local, that big headline simply read, dog dies, man hurt, this chicken house burns. Dog dies, man hurt, this chicken house burns. Take this opportunity to introduce these fellas on the bass. Say hi to Bennett Sykes. On the drums, Andy Brundage. Some of you guys as old as me might remember this fella. I used to love to listen to him on the morning show on WIOQ. He would never play my songs. Tonight he's playing my songs. Harvey.
Paybacks are a bitch.
We're gonna have an anniversary next week, and we better remember what happened 4 years ago, because we haven't really started to address it. If someday we realize God still speaks to us all in our hearts, not just through words that long dead prophets scrawl, perhaps we'll add a new book to the Holy Bible called New Orleans. New Orleans. As in ancient Egypt, when the Exodus began, the shacks of Pharaoh's slaves were painted with the blood of lambs. FEMA marked the 9th Ward houses with orange spray paint cans in New Orleans. New Orleans. Passover, angel of death, born on the wings of a hurricane's breath. Passover, Pharaoh's own son peered from the windows of Air Force One. Moses cried to Pharaoh, Pharaoh, let my people go. Now poor folks clung to rooftops when the levees wouldn't hold. And both times the waters parted, but it happened awful slow in New Orleans. New Orleans. Moses led a chosen people cross the Sea of Reeds. Now a broken promised land lies in the mud and bleeds. 4 lives lost or scattered like skies turn to gauze. Past plunder, sowing the breeze, reaping the whirlwind, down on our knees, down on our knees. For 40 years in wilderness, the Israelites did roam. Now like the pyramids, a former tomb called Superdome stands watch for a new Moses who'll cry, bring my people home. New Orleans, New Orleans. If someday we realize God still speaks to us all in our hearts, not just through words that long dead prophets scrawl, we'll heal this wounded city and make strong the levee walls in New Orleans, New Orleans. The song is a true story about a young Marine named Eric Hall, whose body was found in a Florida storm drain 5 weeks after Vietnam vets had mounted an exhaustive statewide search. It's called Semper Fi. Charlie found the tip of the iceberg, shielded from the Florida sun. It's just like a misfired cartridge in the barrel of a large concrete gun. Charlie laid down his knife and flashlight. He crawled out of the culvert to say this mother's son was wounded in action, but inaction took his life away. Hey. Eric had become agitated, reliving again and again the IED that tore up his body, the bomb that blew away his best friend. Men whose war was 40 years older saddled up when they heard the call. A fellow Marine had gone missing, a former corporal named Eric Hall. Semper Fi, always faithful. Tell me why we lost track. This Marine served his country, and this country turned its back. Authorities had called off the manhunt for the skinny kid with the limp, but Vietnam vets this land gave up on, would not give up searching for him. They found his motorcycle abandoned out with the palm trees and terrain. Looked just like the Euphrates Valley.